right. Got a little bit of time before I get home. So I thought I'll put together a stream, Man, I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to talk about as much as I can on my way home. It's raining, so I got to drive kind of slow. Because I'm definitely ain't trying to run myself off the freeway. So, whoever comes on here, please keep the comments short. Because I can't read these long sentences trying to drive. It is raining at the same time. So, I'll talk NBA later on. I saw some pictures of Mikey Garcia, and I'm a little concerned. Mikey Garcia seemed to have let itself slip away a little bit, because these latest pictures I've seen of Mikey Garcia, he looks out of shape, and it looked like he damn near got a pot belly. Just like James Harden got somewhat of a pot belly, But I'm gonna talk about James Harden later on. I got I got something special for James Harden, or should I say James Hardly? You know what I'm saying? Because he hardly shows up. You know what I'm saying, in the playoffs. But yeah, I got a lot to talk about. I got to talk about Triple G, Canelo. Just boxing as a whole. And once again, like I said, just bring something to you guys' attention. Like I said, one thing about me, ask me, do I give a damn about what other people think? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm one of the realest dudes on YouTube as far as content go. Whether it's boxing or whether it's other stuff. But I'm just really concerned about the direction where boxing is going, because it's bad enough that boxing has been invaded by those two pieces of shit, the Paul brothers, because neither one of them ain't about shit. One of them is a culture vulture, and then the other one is just a scumbag, you know what I'm saying, racist. And I think Jake Paul is a racist too. He just a dude, he a racist culture vulture. And that's all. And it's a shame that these dudes are getting more publicity in pub for basically one dude lost his first professional fight, is 0-1 as a professional. Another one is 2-0 and ain't fought no real actual boxers. But he getting more publicity than people that then dedicated their life to the sport, like Devin Haney and, you know what I'm saying, the other cats. And I just don't like it, So I'm just I just don't like the direction that boxing is going. People are taking this for a joke now, But I saw something with, I saw a live chat with Tank and Shakur Stevenson where they basically was chopping it up, and I didn't heard other boxers talk about this where they was just hanging out and talking and all this kind of stuff. Now, Tank and Shakur Stevenson, eventually they may have to see each other somewhere down the line, and I just don't like the idea of these boxers being friends and stuff. At the end of the day, you in a competitive sport. And I just don't think you should be congregating with dudes that you may have to fight down the line. And see, that's the problem that we have now with Bud versus Sean Porter. Because they hollering about their friends and they don't want to fight each other, even though they finally in negotiations. But Sean, I don't like his body language sometimes when it comes to Bud. Now, make no mistake, Kenny Porter wants this fight. I'll talk to Kenny 2 to 3 times a week. I'll talk to Bill once a week, and I'll talk to some other people. Kenny wants the fight. But you just hear Sean sometimes say some stuff that have you, pause for concern. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is just real talk. If Sean gets this fight, which it's more than likely going to happen, it's looking like it's gonna happen. He better go into that fight 100% focused, because if he go into that fight, this is my friend, and I feel sorry fight my friend, Sean gonna get stopped. And I'm just telling the God honest truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm cool with Kenny, and I'll tell this to Kenny. If Kenny listening to this stream, Kenny know I'm a real nigga, and that's why Kenny respect me. After the fight with Errol Spence, I told Kenny right to his face, with no disrespect. I felt if Sean didn't get knocked down in the Errol Spence fight, he probably wins that fight, or at least gets a draw. Keep in mind, Errol Spence got a split decision versus Sean Porter. So he didn't dominate Sean Porter. He won via split decision, and people seem to keep forgetting that. He did not dominate Sean Porter. But Sean need to go into that fight 100% focused. He just saying some stuff that just got me concerned. Bud ain't gonna be your friend when that bell ring. You heard what Buddy said. By the way, I'm still working on trying to get Buddy on here. They already said they going for the stoppage. So Sean better be ready. He better be ready. But yeah, that's the thing that I don't like seeing now. You got all these fighters that want to be homeboys and stuff. You know, at the end of the day, you can do that after your career over. I'm going to tell you right now. Mike McCallum, when he was fighting, he wanted to fight Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. He wasn't trying to be friends with those dudes. I can tell you right now, Thomas Hearns ain't thinking about hanging out with Sugar Ray Leonard and talking to him on the phone. Thomas Hearns really did not care for Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm just keeping it a buck. If it was up to Thomas Hearns probably would get in the ring with Sugar Ray Leonard right now at age 60. And that's what I'm saying. He wasn't trying to be friends with these dudes. But now you see this thing in boxing, want to be buddies and homeboys and stuff, man. If I was boxing, man, I ain't trying. If it's somebody, now if it's a heavyweight or something, then that's a different story. But if it's somebody that I may have to see down the line, I ain't trying to talk to you on the phone. I ain't trying to do Instagram, none of that stuff. Shakur Stevenson and Tank may have to fight somewhere down the line. And see, this is another reason why we can't get fights made. Like I said, man, these dudes back in the day when I was growing up, these dudes was enemies, man. These dudes didn't like each other. They wasn't trying to be cool with each other. Larry Holmes wasn't trying to be cool with Randall Tex Cobb and, you know what I'm saying, and Jerry Cooney. Them dudes did not like each other and stuff. Michael Spinks, them dudes wasn't trying to be friends with each other, but now that's what you got now. You know? People talking about somebody they friend and shit, man. Like, get out of here, man. Like, for real, man. Get out of here with that shit, man. You could be friends after, you know what I'm saying? You could be friends after you fight. Or you could be friends after your career is over. But I'm seeing a lot of that, man. So, you know, I'm just expressing my concern because, like I said, I don't like what I'm seeing. And that's just not a good sign, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's not a good sign. And I'm just keeping it 100. I mean, it's bad enough you got it in the NBA. But now it seems like it's transcending and switching over to boxing, too. So like I said, this is why, or one of the reasons why we not getting the fights that we want. So it is what it is. Now, I'm going to get to Canelo versus versus Smith, and I'm gonna just talk about that fight. I know people are talking about the height disadvantage that Smith has when it comes to Canelo, but I will say this much about Canelo. Canelo fights taller dudes very well. He knows how to break them down. He has a sustained body attack, and I think Canelo will be fine versus Smith. I don't see Canelo losing this fight because Smith will be there for Canelo to hit and tee off on, and Canelo probably will stop Smith probably in the later rounds because Canelo always knocks out guys like that. So I don't see Canelo having a problem with Smith. Now, if Smith scores the upset, then that's cool, good for him. But we all know that Canelo is gonna win this fight. And then what's next for Canelo? I don't know. Will it be Errol Spence? Will it be a third fight with Triple G? Demetrius Andrade seems to be out of the picture once again. You know, Canelo has no interest in fighting him. And like I said, boxing ain't about fighting the best guys out there. It's about, you know, financial gain. What fight you think will bring in the most money. It's a name contest now. Hey, what's up? And that's what it's all about now. It's about, you know, star power now. And then I'm gonna have to talk about the contradiction in Errol Spence and his some of his fanboys. How they basically, I mean, for real, I'm Al's plans. He not part of Al's plans. Now, once again, you'd heard Errol Spence talking about Canelo. But let me save that for later. I'm gonna tie this all together. But let me get to Triple G. For those who don't know, I've been an advocate. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been one of Triple G's biggest critics from the time he came about, like in 2012. I saw right through the dude. I saw that he was a fraud. I told everybody he was a fraud. And of course, certain people accuse me of not, you know, giving Triple G his props because he wasn't a black fighter. I didn't give him his props because I knew he wasn't shit. But look, and here's the thing. And see, I want y'all to listen to this. And see, this is what I'm saying. Once again, you got Triple G fighting another nobody. What's up? Once again, hey, LB, once again, and I want you, LB, this is my dog right here because he understands where I'm coming from. So once again, you have Triple G fighting another Foot Locker worker. He fighting another gas station attendant. But yet you don't see none of these black content creators criticizing him the way they love to criticize Bud. A black fighter. Where you got a guy like me that's trying to get Bud versus Errol Spence made, but you got people that's pushing for Errol Spence to fight Canelo. But they talk that fake black shit. They know who they are. I mean, they switch up with the wind. I ain't never seen no dude that get, I mean, Triple G LB fight tomato can after tomato can, and he get away with it. Nobody says shit about Triple G fighting these tomato cans. But yet, these are the same niggas that will come on here and try to attack Bud. And this is why I'm on the island by myself. This is why most of the time I stand alone. Because these niggas don't want to tell the truth. I ain't never seen nobody continue to get away with fighting gas station attendant after gas station attendant. And he don't get no criticism from black content creators or non-black content creators. But these niggas always got something to say about Bud. Tell me where I'm lying. Who in the hell want to see Triple G fight this dude? I mean, this dude refuses to fight Demetrius Andrade. He refuses to fight Chalo. But you don't have nobody making videos tearing him down like they do Bud. Now, like I said before, Bud, to a certain degree, he has brought a little bit of this on himself, and I got to keep it 100 because of how Bud has acted towards black media. And I'm just keeping it 100. I don't have nothing against Bud, but I got to tell the truth. But like I said, these niggas hollering about this type of media, that type of media, they different from the old school lamestream media, but a lot of these dudes act just like them. They doing the same shit that they accused them of doing. I want somebody to tell me where the fuck I'm lying at. How is it that Triple G gets away with fighting these dudes? I mean, he continues to fight dudes that, I mean, for real. This dude fight gas station attendant after gas station attendant. He fights milkmen. He fights Uber drivers. He fights dude that work at your local Foot Locker. This dude that he fighting Saturday is the dude that brought me, you know, from out the stock room. He the dude that bought me my Jordan 11s. For real. I just want somebody to explain that to me. Like I said before, Triple G might as well fight me. But I'm too big for him. I weigh well over 200 pounds. He might as well fight me. Like I said, these niggas be killing me. They always got something to say about a black fighter. Oh, he ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. But you never see no videos like criticizing Triple G for his opponents. Like, Bud ain't fought nobody. His resume ain't good as Errol Spence. Well, who the fuck, like I said, is Triple G that fought? You don't see nobody making videos criticizing Triple G's opponent. And let's face the fact, Canelo's opponent selection ain't been that great neither. But this is what I'm saying. Like, boxing is going into a very dark place, man. And I feel that boxing is gonna be like, for real. Boxing is gonna be like in bad shape within the next 2 years if certain fights don't get made. You got everybody. So now, like I said, you got Errol Spence. Errol Spence is just all over the place. He don't want to talk about Bud, but now he talking about fighting Canelo. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna make a solo video about this too. Ask me, do I give a damn about anybody having an issue with what I got to say? If this is just real talk, if Errol Spence doesn't fight Bud and he goes up to 160 and he fights Canelo for a payday and he loses to Canelo, if I was Bud, I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him. Because the whole objective, you know what I'm saying, 2 undefeated black fighters to lock horns. For real. And once again, it would prove that Errol Spence is not trying to become undisputed. Now, I know it's some niggas that'll make every excuse in the book, but I'm just saying, Errol Spence is contradicting himself. He not make, for real, he all over the place. One minute you say you gonna fight Bud, but now once again, you talking about Canelo. And then you got Canelo talking about he'll come back down to 160 for Errol Spence, but he won't come to 160 for Charlo. So this is one. I'm telling you, this is the Floyd formula. Nobody don't want to hear this shit. This is the Floyd formula, where Floyd don't like I said, Errol Spence. Everybody talking about oh, Bob Arum is trying to lowball Sean Porter. Well, what is Errol Spence trying to do to Bud? He trying to lowball Bud. And I already know what's going on behind the scenes. Trust me, Sean is gonna make more than $1 million to fight Bud. And this is what I'm saying. I guarantee you Errol Spence is not going to get 50-50 for Canelo. But he don't want to give Bud 50-50, but he gave Mikey Garcia 50-50. But you don't see none of these niggas talking about that. Because like I said, they are who they are. And I'm just keeping it 100. I told you I ain't on nobody's payroll. I'm waiting for somebody to explain that to me. Nobody can't debunk what I'm saying because I'm telling the truth. And I'm serious as fuck. If Errol Spence goes up to 160 and he fights Canelo and he loses and then he tries to go back down to 147 and fight Bud, I'm not fighting him. If I'm Bud, I'm going to be like, nah, partner. Nah, partner. This is what I've been trying to tell you. Al Heyman favor everybody except black fighters. Now, let's talk about this Sean Porter thing too. Let's get back to the Sean Porter. See, this is something else that they don't want to tell you. You got everybody crying about, oh, well, Bob, and I'm not defending Bob Arum neither. Because Bob Arum did a lot of shady shit. That's documented. I'm not defending Bob Arum, so you can save that shit. But let's break this down though. I want niggas to hear this shit. What's up, Pratt? Oh yeah, hey Pratt, I'm gonna do a tribute to Manny Pacquiao because today his 42nd birthday. So give me a couple of hours, I'm gonna put that together. But let's talk about this $1 million shit. Okay, here's the thing. Sean is the mandatory. He's the WBO mandatory. Okay. Bob Arum saying he willing to give Sean $1 million up front. Okay, if Sean doesn't want the $1 million, then guess what? Now, first he has to, I guess, send the paperwork in to mandate his mandatory. Okay, so let's just say, okay, Top Rank don't want the fighter, ESPN. They're willing to go to a purse bid. So basically, Al Heyman has the chance to do a purse bid where they get full rights to Bud versus Sean Porter. So why wouldn't Al Heyman say, okay, well, we'll take the fight and we'll bring Bud over to PBC because they will have full promotional control if they do a purse bid. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they go into a purse bid, then that means ESPN don't want the fight or Fox don't want the fight. So what does that say? So what does that say when you hear these niggas hollering about Bud is on the wrong side of the street? So here's Al's chance to bring him over to the neighborhood. But he ain't willing to foot the bill because he got to pay Bud. That's what they mean by purse bid. Now, some people do purse bids because they feel like, okay, certain fights can bring in, yeah, we going to do a purse bid and try to outbid one promotional company because then if we have full promotional control, it's more money for us. But then it seemed like, yeah, I don't want it, you take it. Now, people holler about how much bread the PBC got, so why wouldn't the PBC be willing to pay for this fight along with Fox or Showtime to bring Bud over? See, this is, like I said, this is what these dudes don't tell you because they so biased and one-sided. Ask me, do I give a fuck about somebody having an issue with what I'm saying? Because I already told you, I'm going to say what I got to say. I don't follow nobody's script. I want somebody to tell me where I'm lying. Where am I lying at? And I'm keeping it 100. People keep saying everybody wanted the roadblock after roadblock. Okay, so what happens if Bud do get the fight with Sean Porter? Once again, I promise you, when this fight is made, if this fight is made, then once again, you're going to have excuses flying. It'll be a good fight unless Bud wins. Just like they did with Kell Brook. It'll be a good fight, I promise you. It'll be a good fight unless the wrong guy wins, which will be Bud. So I'm just saying, nobody can't dispute what I'm saying. Keep in mind, Bud tried to walk up in the ring. They wouldn't let him. But like I said, Errol Spence is the same dude that invited Pacquiao into the ring. And like I said, Manny Pacquiao don't have to fight Errol Spence or Bud. Because one, he's 42 years old today. Manny Pacquiao didn't earn the right to take a soft touch, go out on a good note. He don't have to. Manny Pacquiao already established himself. If he want to fight Mikey Garcia and beat his ass and then take a soft touch, that's Manny Pacquiao didn't earn the right. But I just want y'all to see this. Errol Spence let Manny Pacquiao come in the ring, but he wouldn't let Bud come in the ring. And then you had these cornball niggas hollering about, oh, that's Errol Spence moment. So let me get this straight. The Filipino is allowed in the ring, but not the black dude. Like I told you, man, y'all gotta be careful listening to some of these niggas, man. I'm just keeping it 100. Once again, nobody can dispute what I'm saying. The only thing they gonna do is thumb the video down and act like I ain't on code when these niggas is the ones that's not on code. I'm just telling the truth. Why wouldn't you let Bud in the ring to challenge you in front of the world? And then once again, Bud was waiting for Errol Spence at the hotel. I mean, for real. Y'all saw the video of that cornball acting a damn fool. Bud was trying to get in the ring. But then he wait till after the fight is over. Then he say, oh, well, Bud gone. But man, you supposed to let Bud come in that ring. This is why I know that they really ain't trying to make that fight. And they don't want it. These dudes don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They ain't trying to make that damn fight. And I know some niggas gonna get on here lying as usual. A few niggas gonna get on here lying on their channel like they know what's going on. This has been going. Look, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this has been going on for the last year and a half. All the sanctioning bodies have blamed the you know what I'm saying, the opposite side of the street on why the fight hasn't happened. But once again, like I said, you got Errol Spence talking about Canelo. I'm keeping it solid. I'm keeping it solid. If Errol Spence go up to 160 and he lose to Canelo, and then he talking about, oh, I want to make the Bud fight. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Nah, hell no. You ain't getting the fight with me. And then once again, it will contradict what Errol Spence saying about he trying to unify. But he already contradicted himself about unification when he chose to fight Mikey Garcia, a dude who did not have no belt. He did not have no belt. Okay? Did not have no belt. So how are you trying to unify and you chose to fight Mikey Garcia? Y'all gotta, like, man, y'all gotta see shit for what it really is. Y'all gotta see shit for what it really is. It's just, you know, a lot of people mad at me. And they, you know what I'm saying? Because some people mad at me because I won't follow a script and I'm not following that script. Nope. Yep. Not doing it. Like that song go, not gonna be able to do it. Double X Posse. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to. Fuck no. That's a classic, y'all, from, you know what I'm saying? That's, y'all don't know nothing about that. Double X Posse not gonna be able to do it. Classic. That's classic hip hop right there. Oh yeah, on a side note, tune in Saturday. I'm gonna be doing live coverage leading up to the showdown, the versus battle between two hip hop legends who inspired a lot of rappers. Too Short and E40. So y'all check that out. But that's on the side note, live coverage. Bay Area stand up. Y'all make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, show up for that. We gotta represent. But yeah. But this is all I'm saying. Errol Spence contradicted himself. But you know the Errol Spence Protection Squad is you know, they gonna ride with what anything he say. I'm just saying. Once again, you done said you trying to unify. How you trying to unify? But you at 147, but you talking about Canelo. How was you trying to unify when you fought Mikey Garcia? I'm serious. Man, I'm serious as fuck. If Errol Spence elects to fight Canelo at 160 and he loses and then he say, oh, well, I want to fight Bud. If I'm Bud, hell no, I'm not fighting him. And I'm going to make a video and I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to make a video saying that too. Nah, you not finna go up to 160 and you fight Canelo and then you trying to treat me like I'm some leftover, like I'm some second option? Nah, hell no. But this is the Floyd, but for real, this is the Floyd Mayweather Al Heyman formula. Fight anybody, you know what I'm saying? Fight the other, but not the brother. I'm just keeping it 100. Fight the other, but not the brother. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, whoever listens to this stream later on, take it however you want. But the truth, it's like the X-Files. The truth is out there. And you getting the truth from me. Nobody can't dispute what I'm saying. The only thing these niggas gonna do is dumb down the video. Because you can't say nothing because I'm telling the truth. Okay, that's cool. You turned down an interview with DJ Vlad. But Sean did it first. Okay, so once again, happy 42nd birthday to the legend, the living legend, Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a video, you know, celebrate Manny Pacquiao's 42nd birthday. So, you know, he's 42 today. Now, let me get to this Hall of Fame stuff. Let me get to the Hall of Fame stuff. Yeah, thanks, Pratt. At least you honest. I ain't been liking how PBC been moving, period. But I'm the only one that's honest enough to just call it out the way I see it. I'm the only one that have the guts to call out the hypocrisy that's going on with Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. But I'm gonna get to Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna get to Floyd Mayweather later. Okay, so let's talk about this Hall of Fame class. Okay, a couple of days ago, the 2021 Hall of Fame class came out. It's no longer a 5-year wait period. It's 3. So the electees are, of course, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, Floyd Mayweather, of course, Andre Ward. You got Layla Ali. You got Ann Wolfe. You have Vladimir Klitschko. Some other people. But the people that was left out was James Toney and Miguel Cotto. I'm real disappointed that Miguel Cotto didn't make the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Deserving first ballot entry. I'm shocked that Winky Wright made the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. And Winky Wright was a good fighter. But you look at what Cotto did, Cotto should have been a no-brainer. And I know Ann Wolfe and Layla Ali was well-deserving, but at the end of the day, Cotto should have had a spot reserved, and I think James Toney should have got in over Ann Wolfe. James Toney was a bad boy. Diego Corrales still isn't in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Yeah, Cotto should have got in. And James Toney over. But I already know you got to be politically correct. I know you living in this feminist time. I think that if you want to get technical, I know Ann Wolfe should have been in there. And Layla Ali should have been in there, but then now if you don't throw one female in there, and then due to the fact Christy Martin got in there last year, so you have to put Layla Ali. You could have put Layla Ali in this year and Ann Wolfe in the next year, and then you could have threw Miguel Cotto in there. But Miguel Cotto should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Miguel Cotto, if he didn't beat him, he fought him. I thought he did very well against Canelo. I thought he did. I didn't watch that Canelo fight. Canelo did not dominate Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto won the first 4 rounds versus Canelo, and then Canelo it on late in the fight, and then you could say Canelo edged him out, maybe 7-5, or you can make an argument that Cotto fought well enough to get a draw. Some people thought that Miguel Cotto won that fight. I mean, he fought Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? He fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He beat Sugar Shane Mosley. Unfortunately, we all know what happened with him and Margachito. Margachito took at least 4 fights away from Miguel Cotto by having that shit in his gloves. We all know that Margarito is a cheater. We all know. Margarito took at least 4 fights away from Miguel Cotto. But he avenged his loss. Miguel Cotto fought the best guys. He fought some great people. He stopped Zab Zuda. So he should have been in there. He gave Floyd a great fight. He should have got in there. He should have got in there. He beat the hell out of Sergio Martinez. Whooped his ass. Went up to 160 and beat the hell out of Sergio Martinez. He should have got in. He should have got in. But hopefully Cotto gets in there next year. I hope next year we don't be sitting up here saying, why didn't Cotto get? I don't want to. I don't want to do this. So hopefully Cotto get in next year. But he should have got in on the first ballot. He should have been a lock to get in. He should have been a lock to get in. But, you know, he didn't get in. And that's unfortunate for him. Like I said, with Ann Wolf and Layla Ali, that was what you call a PR move. They put both of them in where they should have put one. Okay, Vladimir Klitschko, okay, next question. Yes, he deserved to get in. Like him or not, he was the first ballot Hall of Famer, even though he didn't give us, you know, sometimes when he fought, he made you want to wish you was somewhere else. I mean, that fight with Tyson Fury was god-awful. The Povetkin fight was god-awful because all he did was wrestle Povetkin and throw him on the damn ground. That's all he did. That Povetkin fight was horrible. The David Hay fight wasn't that good of a fight. Via both of them trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to play, you know, chess instead of checkers. But I will give him credit. I think that Anthony Joshua fight saved him because the Anthony Joshua fight was such a good fight and he gave his all. He almost, keep in mind, Vladimir almost stopped Anthony Joshua. So I think that fight saved him because there were just some lackluster performances by Vladimir Klitschko. Like I said, that Povetkin fight was just god-awful. It was just, me and my brother was just watching that fight was ended. He should have got points taken away. I mean, all he did was just wrestle and throw Povetkin on the ground. The Tyson Fury fight was horrible. Tyson Fury stunk up the joint. That was that fight was horrible. But like I said, he's deserving of the Hall of Fame. You know, he got not, even though he had a very suspect chin, you know. Yeah. Well, you know, Pratt, everybody now, all these fighters, they want to be friends with each other now. They want to play basketball. They want to talk on Instagram. Like, what? They want to go to the club together. Man, you do all that stuff after you done boxing, man. And that's with everybody, man. I was just tripping out when I saw Shakur Stevenson and Tank like doing Instagrams together. I'm like, man, are you like, what's going on with y'all, man? One thing you can say about Floyd wasn't trying to, or Manny wasn't trying to talk to Tim Bradley on the phone. He wasn't trying, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to talk to Marquez on the phone. They was foes. Marco Antonio Beretta, they was foes. Aaron Morales, they was foes. Floyd wasn't trying to be cool with Maidana? Are you serious? But that's what you got, for real. That's what you got now. Everybody want to be buddies, shoot dice and all that. Man, come on, man. This boxing, you could be homeboys after y'all fight. Unless you got, you know what I'm saying, unless you sign for a rematch. So, you know what I'm saying, if you sign for a rematch, you still like, for real, do you think, I like what's going on with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Do you think Deontay Wilder is talking to Tyson Fury on Instagram Live? Is you serious? Do you think that Deontay Wilder, he want to destroy Tyson Fury? You know what I'm saying? these new generation, like I said, man, boxing is in a sad state. It's sad where you got people like Jake Paul, that's considered the most popular, one of the most popular. He ain't even a real fighter, dude. It's sad. And these dudes don't realize what's going on. Yeah, Pacquiao and Floyd, they weren't friends. They was foes. You know, they wasn't enemies, but then at the end of the day, they knew what was at stake. But now, like I said, you got all these other dudes, they want to be cool with each other. If I'm a boxer, I don't want to shoot dice with you. If I feel like I gotta fight you down the line, I'm not trying to go to the club with you. I'm not trying to go to the club. I'm not trying to shoot dice with you. I ain't trying to double date with you. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. Man, stop it. I'm not trying to do, man, stop it, man. Please. I'm not trying to do none of that, man. I'm not trying, no, for real. I'm not trying to be your buddy, man. You are my foe. You stand in the way of my greatness. You stand in the way of my legacy. Like I said, we could be friends after the fight. You know what I'm saying? But before a fight, I ain't trying to talk to you. We could be friends after our careers is over. And that's just the realer. How many times? I think they should at least sign a 2-fight deal. H Money, how many times have I told you to send Lolo my way? I've been trying to put him on. Get Lolo. Oh, by the way, H Money, that was a good job broadcasting that game, bro. I tapped in for a little bit. And oh, and by the way, James Harden is a disgusting fat body. James Harden is got a pot belly. He got a pot belly. And man, I'm gonna eat the James Harden. Nigga came into camp with a pot belly. Like hey, H Money, you could do that. You could do a video saying that James Harden is the next Sean Kemp. He about to eat his way out the NBA. James Harden is about to become the new Sean Kemp. He about to eat his way out the end, man. I just couldn't believe that. But yeah, I got some ether for James Harden. I got some ether for him. Yeah, man, I was just like, wow. Yeah, J-Dog, I couldn't believe that when I saw James Harden come into camp with a pot belly. Like, what he been eating? Ribs or something? He been eating? Ribs and pork chops or something? He been eating pork chop sandwiches or something? Like, what the, like, what the fuck, man? Like, wow. Nah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, James Harden ain't ever gonna win shit. James Harden, we just need to come to the conclusion. Well, most of us have came to the conclusion that James Harden is just a stat pattern. All he care about is his stats. James Harden don't give a rat's ass about no championship. that's evident. He don't care, but James Harden don't give a rat's ass about winning no chip. If you come into camp with a pot belly, what does that say? Like, dude, like, what did you do? I mean, did you rent out, like, what did you do? Rent out I mean, did you go back to Compton and rent out a Golden Corral or something? Like, bro, what you been eating? Yeah, you right about that. James Harden is just a stat pattern. That's all he care about. Bob, I'll tell you what, H Money, I'm a holler at my boy. He worked with Top Rank, and I'll have him look at some footage of Lolo, and then we'll see can we get him at least we'll see can Bob take a look at him, because he the type of fighter that Bob likes. So I mean, I'll see what I can do for him. So we'll put that together. Yeah, because my boy, he worked for Top Rank. Top Rank kind of liked and brought him on because, well, basically what his job is, they want him to look for the brothers, which I've been saying Top Rank need to do anyway. So I'm gonna tell my homeboy about him, and we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. All right, you guys, battery running low. Thanks for tapping in. You know, just look for some videos that I got coming out.